Okay, so in this video I just want to show you a job that we got back from the lab. It's a very, very difficult job. Very difficult because the patient's central tooth is a lot bigger than the gap that we've got to put the tooth in. We've also got a metal framework on it and a little tiny tooth, so the technician's trimmed the tooth in there the best that he could do, and it's a pretty good job. However, there's too much of a gap here behind, and the reason for that is because we've got the metal framework in the way. So in this sort of situation, what I would do is actually reduce this metal framework down because the metal frame is getting in the way, and I would take off this bit here that's interfering. Now it's tricky because we don't want to reduce the retention, however we've got to balance the aesthetics of it with the functionality and the strength of the denture. So just by trimming down a little bit of that metal framework, you can see now if I try and put the tooth in, it's going to be much easier to get the neck in because the metal framework's not in the way. Just by doing that, I'm able to put that tooth in a better position, although occlusally on the top it's out a little bit, so it's nice that the neck's in, but now this bit's sticking out a little bit. So I could try and trim it, however the way that this has been done, the tooth's been trimmed to the top, and this is, this is quite common the way that a technician will trim a tooth. However, I tend to do it a bit different. Instead of lining up the occlusal surface of the tooth and putting it like that, I line up the root of the tooth and then I just trim off the occlusal surface to match. So I'll show you what I mean with that. Before I do, I'm just going to take a little bit more of this metal off because I still feel like it's getting in the way a little bit. What I'll do, I'll just eyeball it, so I'll put it in, look at what I need to trim off, and then just trim off a little bit. Now the good thing about doing it like this is that if you trim off too much, you can just trim a little bit more and just keep trimming. So that's looking good there. Now we need to come up the side of the tooth a little bit. Like this. Now we're going to look at this side. So we've got quite a bit to come off of this side. It at the moment. Pulling it away a little bit at a time. You can see that this is the wrong tooth. This is the right tooth rather than the left tooth. But because I'm going to cut the occlusal surface off, I can reshape that. It doesn't matter. It's going to look amazing when it's done, promise. So I'm just trimming those little bits just to get it so that it's gum fitted as much as I can. I don't want all that root on there because the root's quite dark, but just by doing it a little bit at a time and then moving it in the right places, so eventually there's hardly any there at all. Now it's very difficult filming this, so I apologise if it's not very clear. And what I'm trying to do is trying to maintain as much of the body of the tooth as possible, because this is acrylic and this is like a composite hybrid acrylic. So if you trim too much of this away, it won't bond to the acrylic properly, so you have to be careful and try and keep that denting coloured type part of the tooth, because if you trim it all the way, it's far more likely that the tooth's going to fracture off. I always like to put my finger over it, because that sort of gives you an idea of what's going to look like with the lip. It's a little bit short because I just moved it, but I'm happy with that. I think this is more comparative in size to this one, although it looks a little bit wide compared to this one, which looks a little bit narrow. I think it is looking a little bit bigger than this tooth because it's overlapping, but actually when you put them like that, if anything, it's smaller. But I'm happy with that. I'm going to try that in little blubber wax like that. I think that will look good, and then by the time we've got like a little bit of, it's going to be gum fitted, but it's going to have a little bit of gum there, just a little bit, just to blend it in with the natural gum. Okay, I hope you found that useful, guys, and you know, I would encourage anybody to have a go at this. If you're a dentist and you're making dentures for your patients and you get a tooth that you're not happy with, the lab sent back the slider teeth, so I just used the other tooth that was on the slide, trimmed it in. It's only taken me, I don't know, 10 minutes or so, 13 minutes on the clock, so not too bad. But I've got a dash because the patient's still in the chair. See you in the next one.